Thank you very much, LBD Sports Agency and Media Network. My name is Kasim Oscar, seated with the MVP player 2022 female category, that is Bintou Dembelly.
Yes.
And thank you for honoring our invitation. Welcome to the platform.
Thank you so much for having me today.
You have been playing basketball for so long now, I can say since at the age of 10, 11, and you are in your 7th season. 2022, you are voted as the most valuable female basketball player in the country. Give us your reaction to that individual accolade.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me in this program once again. My name is Bintou Dembelly and I'm a player from Kotu Blue Ninjas. Yeah, the journey wasn't easy, being a basketball player in the Gambia and also being a female, pursuing on your dream, also looking onto the education side. Whilst most of our parents or our society look into that we should be more focused in our education rather than spending time on basketball. But there are things that you put in place whereby it can go in line. Yeah, so honestly it wasn't an easy journey, but thank God my mom is there to support me. She was the one who introduced the game to me. I started playing since when I was in St. Teresa's Junior, and I forged ahead, and my first season I played for YMCA 2016. We won the league during the 2016 basketball championship, and from there I proceed to Serekunda East, which is Hope Academy. I played for there one season. Then from there I moved to Kotu Blue Ninjas, which was my first time to play with them, my first season, and Alhamdulillah I was awarded the MVP, and I think that is a great achievement for me. Yeah.
YMCA, Serekunda East,
Then Kotu.
Academy, then now with Kotu.
Yes.
You have achieved a lot. One can say you have achieved a lot when it comes to basket.
Yes.
This is your third season in basket, third club rather.
Exactly.
In basket.
Yes.
Now you are voted the most valuable female basketball player.
Yes.
What other achievement do you achieve with your previous club, apart from winning the league with YMCA and others, when it comes to individual sports?
Yes, there used to be an academy called the Ascent Together. I also used to play for them, and I was also awarded the MVP. That was in 2019 in that academy.
Okay.
But right now they are not going. Yeah, they're not functioning right now because most of them were coaches from America, and they worked with some of the coaches in the Gambia here. But I guess everything has stopped now. So I won the MVP of the Ascent Together championship that was held at the stadium, and that was in 2019. And also at East we played. We have a lot of guests. We go to Q City. We play there. Most of them, I feel as an inspiration because a lot of people are looking onto me, and of course I should, do what is expected of me positively for them to benefit more and more. So I'm expecting more of it. Yeah.
Apart from your mom, who introduced basket to you, who else have played a vital role in Bintou's career?
Yes, back in St. Teresa's, my PE teacher, Mr. Senghor, he was so lenient with me, and he was ready to, teach me a lot of stuff because I used to play football before diverting to basketball. And also Jim Jai, he was the reason why I went back to East. Yeah, he also introduced me to basketball as well. He encourages me, gives me some drills. And not forgetting Malik Dimbaland, he's also part of the Ascent Together coordinators, or shall I say the coaches. I really look up to them. But in the female side, who I look up to is Jamat. She's the Somalian American lady. Like, she does the hijab thing, and she's a lady. She does the hijab and playing basketball. So she really motivated me to also play like her, or even more than her. That is what I want. Yeah.
Is this your best season in basket since you started playing basketball, or?
Yes, so like I say, this is the best season.
Best season.
Yes.
But let's talk about your caps with the Gambian national basketball female team. Pictures were on Facebook. Bintou and teammates were in some parts of Africa and then in Turkey.
Yes.
In Turkey, take us through to those two international caps.
Okay, yeah, sure. The first was at DR Congo, which was last year. We went for a 3-on-3 qualifiers, and it was around COVID, though it wasn't easy, both male and female. Unfortunately, one of our players, which is the boys area, boys section, one couldn't make it because he was positive. But nonetheless, we went with, though we were handicapped, but we went and do what is expected of us. And fortunately, the females, we end up first runner-up.
How are you guys handicapped?
The boys.
Boys, okay.
Yes, 3-on-3, it is 3 players with 1 substitution. So you go with 4 players with the coaches. So one couldn't make it because he was COVID positive. So we went with 3 boys, whereby they would play without no substitution. And 3-on-3 is a game that needs fitness. It's a game, even though you prepared for years, you get tired. It's a 10-minute game. So any team that leads you, or should I say, defend well in the first 5 minutes or 7 minutes, it's gone. That team automatically becomes the winner of the game. So it is different from the 5-on-5 rules, yeah. But like I said earlier, fortunately, we end up first runner-up. We took second. Mali, we went with Mali at the final stage, and Mali won the championship there. So we took second. So the boys end up third, bronze medal. We were the silver medalists, and they were the bronze medalists. So doing all the handicap, we try to do what is expected of us, though we are going to represent Gambia, not of our individual interest. We did what is expected of us, and that led to our qualifiers to our this year tortoise competition, and which we also did great. It was a great experience. These are things that we are looking for, more of this, more of exposure, because sport is something that if you have more experience, you know how to deal with things, you know how to put up your setups on the team you are going to play with, whether they are tall, whether they are fast players, whether they are shooters. You need to calculate all that, and experience really counts. So I urge the government to consider that very well.
You have already represented the Gambia in 2 competitions. Which one will you single-handedly point out as one of your best, the best you perform? Is Islamic Games in Turkey or the one in Africa?
The DR Congo was huge, because that we were very much hungry, like we really wanted the cup. But unfortunately, we took second. But we are hoping more and more.
That was you guys' first international competition?
Yeah, that was my first international. I know most of them. Yes, that was my first, and that was under 18.
Under 18.
Yes, and the senior category, the one we played this year, was the senior category.
Among those players you play alongside with, in the league back at home, you play against them, not so?
Yes.
How it is like to play against them, knowing that at times you guys play together for international duties,
yes,
but in the league is a big rivalry.
Yeah.
Who are those people, and what type of players are they when it is YMCA versus their teams?
Yeah.
Or kotu versus their team? Their team.
Yeah, it depends. You know, when it comes to the national league within the Gambia, we play against each other. But in those categories, they all belong to different clubs. So when it comes to national duties, in those clubs they have best players. So we do selection, and that selection determines who is the best player. We determine who is the best player, and that will be selected to represent the country. Yes, though we do train, because before we go, we have training section at the stadium with our coaches. Yeah. So when best players are together, there are many positive things. You understand? Even though you are in the Gambia, you look up to somebody. Like me personally, before I used to look up to Yasin Jalbu. She's still playing for YMCA. Yeah. So when I'm in the same team with her in the national side, I feel so like, yeah, I'm going to win no matter what, because I'm with somebody who does she's a very good teammate. You understand?
What is extraordinary in that guy until you look up to her?
She used to play a point guard. Her leadership role is very good. Like, she encourages you in all ways. Still now, we are not in the same team, but she still texts me private or send me some videos. I really want you to play like her. You see, those motivations are things that we need. Like, she's my elder, but she still, want to see me over there in the higher height. So those are things that we need in a Gambia, for us to be encouraging each other. When we have more of that, we will have a lot of female players in the Gambia. This is what we want, a lot of female players to be nurturing in sport.
A few minutes ago, you mentioned the government, that there are some challenges like playing basket in the Gambia, education and basket. How do you manage to move these two things along successfully? Because I know that you are already a graduate student.
Yes.
Tell us a bit of your education background.
Yes, I am going to talk about the experience that I know. Like when I was in school doing sport, it wasn't easy. The time and everything is not easy. But yeah, when I talk to some of these students, they will be like, "Man, my fares my baba pass." They will be the one to pay fare for themselves, or better still, they will be the one to buy shoes for themselves or what to wear, the jersey to go to training. You understand? And also when it comes to raining season, we don't have an indoor court here in the Gambia. So I think the government should also look at the only court that is more proper where we play our league. That is the stadium, and it's not indoor. It is not covered. So raining season, the league usually stop. So these are things that we need to look into. The government need to look into. At least even in the Gambia here, we play basketball, but we are not paid. No club is paid here.
You guys are not paid weekly or monthly?
We are not paid at all. We don't receive money from any club.
Just doing it for fun?
We're just doing it for the passion and nature we have for the game. That's it. But we are not paid.
After representing the Gambia in 2 categories, in 2 international categories, and also here you are the most valuable female basketball player 2022. How much did they compensate you, or how much is given to you? Is this only a mayor certificate, or other incentives are given to winners of those individual accolades?
Yeah, we were given some pocket money, and also we were given certificates as well. Yes.
Some pocket money?
Yes, we were given.
When you say pocket money, then it's not that much. You cannot buy a boot, you can't buy other basketball materials to prepare yourself for.
Honestly, what we were given was more than our expectation, and that is what we want always in any competition. And secondly, what I am urging them to do, whether it's the Sport Council or the Ministry of Sport, that anytime when we go and represent outside, when we go and represent the country outside, when we come, at least they should organize meeting for us that we should talk about our experience and what we want. Things like that are some, because last year at the Congo, when we were issued our certificate and our trophies, still now it's with us. We haven't started with the minister or any of the ministry.
If I understand you guys are neglected by the ministry and also even the media.
Exactly.
Because after that Islamic Games in Turkey, you guys should at least organize a press conference.
Yes, this time when we come from Turkey, a press conference was organized and Yasin was there to represent us. Okay. Yes, with the Secretary of Basketball, which is Ali.
So after being voted the most valuable player, what is given to you, you won't complain?
What is given to me?
Yeah.
Yes, I was given a medal for being an MVP player and some token.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Which is from the GBA.
GBA.
Yes.
So the token, you won't complain?
No.
Because of the financial situation of GBA?
Yeah, that is personal.
But what about outside, philanthropists and NGOs and other GSM?
Not really. Everything is done by the GBA.
GBA.
Yes. I think people should come out and support the GBA, honestly.
Will you appeal to the public or the government, National Sport Council, Ministry of Youth and Sports to come and empower GBA so that basketball players in this country can also benefit from weekly payment or monthly payment?
Yeah, when we say GBA, when we say the government, it's us, everybody. Nobody is exceptional. So most of some are there, they are private sectors, others are in the government sector, but yet still they can still come and support, because I don't know if it's us, whether both boys and girls, it's us as the citizens of the Gambia. So they should try to encourage us, because most of us, especially ladies, we have short term in sport. Most of them will go for marriage and stuff like that, you understand? So at least if something is there to encourage us, we will also build an interest in it. So things like that should also be considered.
You mentioned that before basket you were playing football.
Yes.
That sounds funny. Meaning if it was not basket, Bintou could have been a football player.
Yes, that's
when you
true.
started playing, tell us a bit about that, your career in football before settling in basket.
Yes, before I used to play for the school team at St. Teresa's.
St. Teresa's.
Yes, I was really into sport, and I thank God for my mom. That was around 2014. 2014. Oh. Yes, 2014.
Which position were you playing? Striker?
I was defender.
Wow.
Yes, because my PE teacher, he usually change me. Okay. Sometimes I play for defender, sometimes I play for goalkeeping. I go for goalkeeper as well. Yes. So I thank God for my mom. She really loves sport. You understand? She always encouraged me in that area for me to be involved in sport. Though she would tell me that she didn't have that opportunity when she was young, but she wants all her children to do sport. Yeah. So I used to play for defender at the school team. Then from there, I went to play for Interior. I only play one game. Yes, by then Usman Sonko was the Interior Minister. Yeah, so I played one game at Brikama Box, but then I was taken to the under-17. Yeah, but I trained with them one week, then I stopped and moved ahead to the basketball.
Why you stopped? You feel like it wasn't your game?
Yeah, I felt like I would rather have more opportunity on the basketball side than the football side. Though I know by then, basketball is not a sport that a lot of people look up to, but I thought that I could use the sport to change a lot of things, especially in the girls section. And that is
why do you use sports or basketball to change a lot of things?
Yes, in the girls section. Like a lot of ladies will be like, I can play football. They can switch their sport. If even they cannot play football, they can still come to basketball, which is probably might rather be better than football they are thinking of. Because they will be like, the field is too big, they cannot run and everything. Then they can switch to basketball. And also, I bring the hijab stuff. So a lot of hijabis will be like, I can't play because I'm a hijabi, I should not play. I told them that's not the case.
They feel like if you are a hijabi, you don't have opportunity to play basket.
Or you should not even do sport.
Do you know who is the first hijabi female player to play basket in the Gambia, or you are one of them?
No, I'm not the first hijabi. No, yeah, I met people doing hijabis and playing
basket.
Yes. Some of them can be hijabis, but when they are going to play sport, they will try to remove it, thinking that if you're doing sport, you should not do hijab, and that's not the case. So you can play your sport, and whilst your hijab is still on.
In volleyball, I think similar thing happens in volleyball. The most valuable player in volleyball this season, that is Madame Ginado.
Ginado, yes.
She was also a player, just like you.
Yes, sure.
Before getting into volley.
Okay.
She started in football, just like you, who started in football, then now in basket.
Yes.
Before we let you go, Bintou, the season also is, we heard that the season is just at the corner, preparation is high on.
Yes.
Last week, we have seen some training capacity, we have players and even GBA coaches, we are involved. Brief us about that.
Yeah, the preseason, it's going well because in every clubs you go or courts you go, you met everybody training.
So currently preseason is on for January result?
For end of November, December, because the league is, I think it's today that it should resume, on the 3rd today, December 3rd.
Of December?
Yeah, so probably by early next week, league will start. So everything is going well prepared. All the coaches are, encouraging their kids to come for training and because soon the league will start, and it is what it is.
Is there anything that we want to change in Gambian basket if we are given the opportunity, and what is that? Yes, what is that?
Well, for me, I have a dream of opening a platform where platform like this, talking to parents for them to allow their children to go and do sport. Though they are not just going to focus on only sports, but it's also education, because both aside. One of my friends used to tell me that only people who are intelligent can play basketball, because basketball is all about calculation, it's all about technique, it's all about you being smart, it's all about making decisions, it's all about confidence. So it's not like the person usually tell me this all the time, and when I look into it properly and also I say deeply, it makes sense. Because all these are things that you need to do when playing basketball. So platform like this, we need more of this. And when we have a lot of academies, we have female coaches, we have females all around everywhere in the clubs, we would build a really huge difference, because ladies, girls, they are very smart. They're very smart when it comes to training, when it comes to decision making, when it comes to confidence, they're very smart. They really catch up so easily. And for girls to make it in sport, it's very easy. So things like that are things that we want in the society.
Apart from you, who else do you think should have won the 2022 MVP female category?
I won the league, and Alassane was awarded the knockout MVP.
No, I mean the female category. Apart from Bintou, who else do you personally think should have won? Everybody did their best. No, honestly. But everybody cannot decide.
Because I personally, I know I did my best, but I wasn't expecting the award. I know this season was the best season for me. And was the best. It was my first time, or so let's say first league playing for Kotu Blue Ninjas. But I wasn't expecting the award though.
Yeah, but like now the award is yours.
Yes.
It is yours. It is already confirmed. But like for you personally, when you think, you say, who will you think like if it was not been to me, then who? There must be 2-3 players that you know.
But my twin is there. She usually encourage me. Ida Sane.
Ida Sane. So apart
Yes.
from Bintou, it should have been Ida Sane.
Yeah, she was awarded the most defensive player of the year.
Thank you very much, Bintou Dembelly, the MVP player for GBA 2022,
Yes.
for honoring our invitation and giving us more details about basketball career and other stuff. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Bye.